Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. Before we get started, we are on the road to 25,000 subs, so if you have not, please smash that subscribe button. Guys, today we have something a little bit different. We are going to be building the best squad possible for 1 million MT. Guys, it was kind of hard to come up with these things because when I was coming up with my lineup, I was like, I'm just off by a little bit, whether it be 100k below, 100k above. It's hard to find that perfect lineup, and finally I got something that I think is pretty good. I'm missing a few pieces that I would like to add, but for its value and for what it can provide you on the court, I think that this team is about as good as you're going to find for that 1 mil price. Guys, some cards are higher than 100k, some cards are lower than 100k, and that's kind of what you guys got to prioritize. Who do you need to have on your specific squad? A couple players could be subbed out for other players that you prefer, but guys, this is my squad that I would prefer to go 12-0 with if I had 1 million MT. Let's hop right into it. Guys, starting off at the starting point guard position, I kind of wanted to put Opal Giannis here. When I was really coming up with my squad, I was like, I want to put Opal Giannis here, or not Opal Giannis. I wanted to put Opal Magic here in this spot because Opal Magic's been my starting point guard for a while, but when I was looking, Magic's price was just a little too much for my price point, so I had to go with glitched Giannis instead. And right at the time that I'm recording this video, there was a bunch of Giannis's up kind of at the same time slot, going for just over 200k, so not very much higher than that 200k price point. And I thought, you can get this Giannis at 6'11" with a crazy wingspan. He can shoot threes. The only thing that really hurts him is kind of his badges are becoming a little bit outdated, but he does have the gold quick draw, gold range extender with that glitchy behind the back move. So this Giannis still is one of the best point guards in NBA 2K20, and I don't think there's a better card to start off your team for 200k than this pink diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now at the shooting guard position, I had a couple of different options. Really at the starting shooting guard position, it came down to two guys that it came between for some good options. Those two guys were Jimmy Butler and RJ Hampton. And really when I valued things, I really thought, who would I rather have on my team? And that answer is Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler. And I'll explain why. It gives you a little bit more size, a little taller than an RJ Hampton type card. I like both the releases. Obviously, I prefer RJ's release, but I like Jimmy more on defense. I think what he gives you on defense is just a little bit over the top of what RJ can give you and really provide for my lineup, because I like Jimmy Butler's release. His sigs aren't too bad in the half court. He can be kind of that secondary ball handler. If you need to get a bucket with him, you might be able to late in the shot clock, something like that. Is Jimmy Butler going to be that prime scoring option? Is he going to be a better scorer than RJ Hampton? Probably not. But Jimmy Butler is still very, very elite in this game, and for about 70k, you are not going to find a better shooting guard for its value than Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler. One thing I forgot to mention is I am not going to be using any free cards, so any reward cards, anything like that are not going to be in this video, because otherwise I might plug Robert Covington into this spot, but he can't play. And guys, I was looking, man, Opal Siakam, Opal AK's price just went up like crazy, just incredibly high now compared to what they were. They both were right around 70, 80k. Now they're going for like 150 each, so I wanted to get them both in the video. Didn't end up getting either of them in the video. Instead, I prefer at the small forward position pink diamond Kawhi, and I'm going to explain why. This card's release is absolutely incredible. I used to not love this card, but recently I've been playing with him kind of some tournaments in which I have limited opals. Defensively, you're not going to find a better on-ball defender in the game than this Kawhi Leonard. His defensive animations are absolutely incredible. His release is absolutely incredible with Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame quick draw. The really only thing he doesn't have is that handles for days. I mean, he can tween, but no handles for days does hurt this card a lot. Guys, if they gave this card handles for days, he would barely be any worse than the Opal, which goes for around 400 to 500k, guys. This Pink Diamond Moments Kawhi is definitely a great option, even though he is above 100k, anywhere from 100 to 150k. He is still a great option, making my team at the starting small forward position. Originally, the first two players I plugged in when making this team were Pascal Siakam and Andre Kirilenko, but then I had to have a slight change because my point guard position needs to be very, very good, and so I had to use a bunch of MT in other spots. And guys, I ended up spending the least amount of MT in the power forward position, and that's why I went with pink diamond Jeff Green. And here's why. The only thing that this card is missing is the Hall of Fame range extender. He's a great defender, 6'9", low steal tendency, but his release is very, very quick, easy to green. It's just that only gold range extender does kind of limit this card. If he had half range, he would be a top power forward in the game. He really, really would be. But nonetheless, he could go get you a bucket in the half court. He really can. He can kind of move and groove. But for 10K, this guy and whoever in the backup power forward are going to be great options to start building your team. I know a lot of you guys might have more than the 1 mil MT. So guys, Jeff Green can play in any game, whether it's a comp game, not a comp game. Jeff Green fits right in. That is why I'm plugging him in for 10,000 MT at the starting power forward position. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, originally I had James Wiseman in here. That's okay. If I have Wiseman here, that's 400 plus KMT. He's gotta go. Then I plugged Embiid in. Embiid's just a little over 200K. And then I was like, okay, he's gotta go too. I was like, where do I go for my great center? And I ended up going with Galaxy Opal Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm telling you guys, even when Embiid first came out and the GOAT Kareem was not out, I still preferred this Kareem over Joel Embiid. And he's going for much less than Embiid right now. I think Kareem's going for 150, maybe 150K MT, which is a great value option, guys. This card defensively is going to be a top center in the game. Offensively, his release is fine. He just doesn't have the range extender, so that is something to note. But if you run your offense through Giannis in a 5-out situation, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is going to be absolutely knocked down from that corner if they do help off, guys. That is the reason I'm really going with him. He's still a top 5 center in the game for 150K MT. You aren't going to find a better option for the price than Galaxy Opal Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, this next pick may come as a surprise to a lot of people who do watch my videos. It really might. Guys, I really wanted to put Magic here, or didn't have enough MT. I really wanted, the next option was Ben Simmons, didn't have enough MT. So I was like, okay, where do I go? Do I go Wes Unseld? Who can I plug in here? Draymond, who can I plug in here? And where do I go at this spot? But I decided for just over 100K MT, this Galaxy Opal Dwayne Wade is very good for the price. I'm going to explain why right here. He's 6'4", so if you put him on a secondary ball handler, like let's say I'm playing against my starting lineup, if I put him on Kawhi Leonard, he will be just fine. He will be just fine on a guy like Pink Diamond Kawhi because he's going to be able to hold his own. Kawhi's not going to be a big time scorer, so defensively you might be able to mitigate the situation. Lessen the impact that the negative impact that Dwayne Wade has on the defensive end of the court. And on the offensive end, he is still very good. 6'4", can really move and groove around screens. Also has that magic behind the back, guys. This Dwayne Wade has grown on me recently. That is why he is going to be my backup point guard for just over 100K MT. Moving on to the backup shooting guard position, I got another good option for about the price of Jimmy Butler. It's a little cheaper than RJ Hampton, and I think he gives you another great defensive option for right around 60K MT. Andre Iguodala, I will say this, his release isn't the nicest. I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's just not the quickest. I like Jimmy's release a lot better than Iggy's, but Iggy's defensive animations and just his ability on the court to move, I like Iggy a lot for his 60K price. I think for his budget, it's hard to find a better shooting guard, and that's why he is in the backup shooting guard position. With only 1 mil MT to build my whole squad, it's tough to really go out and spend a bunch of MT, but yet I want very good options at the shooting guard position. Guys, I can't use Cam Reddish, so if I could, Cam Reddish definitely would be plugged in, but I gotta plug in a guy like Opal. Yeah, I have to. I mean, there is no better option for 60K at the shooting guard position than Galaxy Opal Andre Iguodala. Guys, like I said, I couldn't put Siakam or AK at the power forward positions, but when I got down to it, I was like, for small forward position for 150K MT, I gotta put Pascal Siakam in my lineup. I absolutely have to. I originally wasn't going to, and then I got to thinking, I absolutely have to include Galaxy Opal Pascal Siakam. With how good he is, how versatile he is, with his tween, his release, his defensive ability, I absolutely have to have Siakam on the court. Especially just because he provides a great defensive option. If I go up against the Giannis, I need a Giannis stopper in a sense. So that's why Siakam is going to be my backup small forward. And when you're looking at the team, Giannis around 200K, Jimmy Butler is 270. So Jimmy Butler 70K. So we got 270 down. Kawhi's, let's say 130 on average, maybe. So now we got 400K Jeff Green's, 10K Kareem's, about 125. So now we're looking at 535K MT spent. Wade's about 115. So now, we're looking at about 650. Iggy's 60K. Looking right around 700K. Siakam, it's about 150. So now you're looking at with Iggy we were 700K. Now with Siakam we're about 850K. I think that's the math right. Maybe we might be 900K. But with my next two players, we won't have to worry about that because we will be much below that budget. We will be below that with the last two players I have. which is why my last two players are budget options, is because I wanted to get Siakam in the lineup. Backup small forward is Spicy P. I think you guys know who this is going to be. I shouldn't even have to explain myself, but I'm going to anyway. Pink Diamond Danny Manning for his budget. It's tough to beat him. I promise you it is. 6'10", power forward position. Got that LaMarcus Aldridge type release. I mean, some of you guys might not like it. Some of you guys, you know, might love it. Yeah, I personally don't mind the release. I know with shot meter it is smooth too because DBG likes it. So I think for everybody, Danny Manning is going to be a decent enough option to put at the backup power forward position. I really do. Do I think he's absolutely outstanding? No, but I do think he is going to be a top 10 power forward in the game. I think he is good enough that I can say that about him. And for 10K MT, it's going to be harder to find a better option. Danny Manning comes in at the backup power forward position. At the backup center position, guys, I really wanted two good centers, and I got it. Eddie Curry for his price is absolutely incredible. He's going for right around 30K MT, and for that, you're not going to find a better center. You just won't, I promise you. Eddie Curry is absolutely outstanding for that price, as he can really do it all. He can shoot, he can defend at a pretty decent level, as long as the center isn't, you know, GOAT Kareem. And I mean, really, I wish his 3-ball was upper 80s, because I think it's at an 85, but if you give it a shoe, coach, floor general, you're going to be able to move and groove with this car. With his base 38, he is a very, very good option to round out the squad. Guys, this is going to be the 1 million MT squad builder that I came up with, guys. I know you guys would have your own squads for 1 mil MT, so drop them down below. Let me know what your squad would be with 1 million MT. But this is kind of the squad I came up with the research that I did and kind of my preferences. I think defensively this squad is super, super good. Offensively, they are going to be able to move and groove. So this is really the squad I came up with, guys. Drop a comment, leave your thoughts down below, guys. As always, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.